Hey guys, Kaiju Productions back with another video. Um, it's somber day, sad day. Today's September 11th, 2016. This marks the 15-year anniversary of 9/11, and that's just 15 years have passed since the World Trade Centers were taken down. 15 years already. Um, yeah, I just want to briefly go over 9/11 with you guys. Um, and just in honor of the men and women who sacrificed themselves on that day. Um, and guys, um, it was really bad that day, and I'm in this video. I'm just gonna go over the basics, kind of what they teach you in school. I could go into further detail, but yeah, I really want to get this video up for you guys. I'll go into detail a little bit later. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a moment of silence for the fallen men and women who died on that day. Okay, so now I'll just run over 9/11. Pretty much now in 9/11, terrorists hijacked some U.S. airliners, some American airliners, full of people. By the way, they were full of passengers, and they were hijacked. Um, Now, these airliners were hijacked. And two of them flew into the World Trade Centers, and one of them was flown into the Pentagon, and one of them was flown into a field in Pennsylvania. Um, so really, the first plane that hit the first tower. I mean, a lot of people thought, maybe it's a mistake. Maybe, and granted, it would be a very big mistake. I mean, that would be very horrible. But a lot of people thought, maybe it's a mistake. Um, or how could this actually happen? Like nobody would plan on this. Like nobody would plan this. But then the second plane hit, and everybody's like, "Oh, that." And a lot of people were like, "Oh, that's definitely a terrorist attack." When the first plane hit, but when the second plane hit, they're like, "Oh yeah, okay, that's definitely terrorists." So, anyways, um, yeah, after the first plane hit, it killed everybody on board. The terrorist deserved to die. I'm telling you guys that right now. The terrorist who hijacked those planes deserved to die. Now, sorry if I'm sounding like really mean, but it's just the truth, plain and simple. They deserved to die. Those terrorists deserve to die. The passengers did not. The passengers did not deserve to die one bit because they didn't do a thing to anybody, but those terrorists did. So the first plane strikes the first tower. That kills hundreds of people instantly. Everybody on board's dead, and hundreds of people on the floors that it hit were instantly dead, hit by the plane, and that left a big mark. That really did. Um, then later, or soon after that, the second plane hit the second tower, the south tower. Um, After that, it was there were a lot of people dead at this point because everybody on that plane died. A lot of people on those first few floors that it hit died. Um, and then soon after that, the building collapsed. The south tower collapsed, and that killed so many people in there. And actually, I just wanted to um tell you guys that there were a lot of police and firefighters in those buildings that went to save people, who a lot of them unfortunately didn't make it out. There were a lot of people who escaped the towers, but a lot of them did not, and they were crushed under the buildings and died. Um, and so I just wanted to pay respect to them. And but yeah, I mean, when those towers went down, many people died. Um, when the South Tower went down, many people died in that. And yeah, I need to cut this real quick because I need to adjust something real quick, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys. So yeah, I just needed to adjust something. So I did that. But anyways, what I was saying, a lot of people died in those towers when they collapsed. When the South Tower collapsed, that was devastating. That the towers collapsing was probably the worst part of 9/11, or at least the Twin Towers part, which was pretty much the major part of 9/11 was the Twin Towers. But yeah, I mean that was probably the most devastating um factor about 9/11 when those towers collapsed because so many people died in those towers. It's unimaginable, guys. So many people died in those towers. And I mean, after the South Tower went down, it took a while for the North Tower to go down. The North Tower went down like 109 minutes after it was hit, I believe, or 103 minutes, something like that. So yeah, it was standing for over an hour, and then it went down. Um, and after both towers were down, there were tons of people dead. And Tower 7, World Trade Center 7 went down too. Luckily, there were no people in there, and there's still no telling who gave the um the orders to evacuate World Trade Center 7 because whoever did that saved many lives, and that was less people dead though. But sadly, there were still a lot of people dead, and especially um, crushed under the rubble. And police officers and firefighters who went up in there sacrificing themselves to save other people in the towers. They unfortunately, a lot of them died. The majority of them died. Um, the Pentagon was hit, and there was no, um, there were deaths, of course, but it was nowhere near the amount of deaths in the two twin towers. Um, and that's just um, uh, all of the stuff that was going on this day really took an impact on our country, and it really changed the way this country has operated since then. And I just wanted to make this video to pay respect to the men and women who sacrificed themselves on this day. And yeah, I mean, the passengers who tried to take over the plane because there were passengers who tried to take over a plane, but that's the one that crashed into the field. All of them died, so everybody on all four planes died. And that's very tragic, guys. Everybody in all four planes died. Tons of people in the towers, both towers. A lot of people in the surrounding area probably died too because of rubble. And then in the Pentagon, there were a lot of military and civilians who died. And yeah, I mean, I just wanted to pay respect to these people and the families who had to deal with the loss of their loved ones. And eventually, I do want to make a trip up to New York to see the memorial for the Twin Towers because I've always wanted to see that, guys. And I know it's going to be really sad, but I still want to see it. Um, and you guys already know the Freedom Tower has been built since 9/11, which there are a lot of mixed opinions on that still to this day. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching this video. I just wanted to pay respect to the people who sacrificed themselves in 9/11. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.